like I said, the lockdown is just like the second phase of the effect on our own business. Initially, we are the first hit of the virus, like I said. So the lockdown has it's just like it has added to another, but initially we had the first hit of the virus, like I said, because we most of our product comes from China. Most of the product comes from China, and the virus initially started from China, Wuhan to be precisely, and the whole of China was locked down for actually like a month, like we can say. So it has really affected our business because one, we couldn't get our product into the country, and the little we even have in the country, we've exhausted everything. So for some company, they felt, oh, this is a time for them to make more money, and there. So I can tell you categorically that if you count one of the big inverter company in Nigeria, one, two, three, it is only few of those companies that will have product as out of now. So like I said, it has really affected us because most of our businesses, it will affect everybody. For like you all know, we all doesn't, there's no, like you can see, you came to meet it in my house, and I'm not doing anything, but we still have to go out sometimes because we have some company like banks that with services. So for example, those company we have to still go out to maintain when they have a downtime. So
Economically, generally in Nigeria, how would you say this shutdown has affected or the impact that it will have on the general economy of Nigeria?
we all saw what is happening in the US. So like Nigeria, for example, is just another case study. Like I said, the economy effect on Nigeria it will be very high. One, because looking at the economy from various aspects of the first, Nigeria is a kind of consumable country. I don't know if you get that point. Most of our products most of everything we use are imported. We import everything, virtually everything. We only do little production in Nigeria. So the first effect of this lockdown or whatever virus or COVID-19 on Nigerian economy is, one, we can even see for country like US is going on free fall. So for Nigeria, the oil price are slashes, like as out of yesterday, $23 per barrel, and for economy Nigeria, which is a monodynamic economy, we virtually depends on oil. That is one aspect of it. Our influx, our reserve is going down. As out of like few weeks ago, I was trying to pay some money to my manufacturer in China. So you could see how difficult it is to even get FX to pay. That is one aspect of it. Now the second aspect of it is it will affect the economy because one, even our economy as a whole is on standstill, and for Nigeria that lives on there are people in Nigeria that lives on just they live on they live on daily means. So for people like that, you don't expect them to be able to meet with the economy demand. And so for people like us who couldn't even import, we won't be able to pay VAT, we won't be able to even, we are even striving to pay salary as at last month, and we still have to pay for salary this month. And so the impact has been there, and I believe what I would advise the government to do is, we've seen what the big giants are doing. Although I know it will be difficult, we see what US are doing. The government needs to wake up and stimulate the economy. I don't know, although the central bank has been announcing different means of stimulants to the economy, and so for most of us who do businesses, we rely on loans and everything. So you still need to give us a waiver, to which I believe the central bank has been announcing from time to time. So like I said, the impact will be much on Nigerian economy because we we really don't have anything to determine. We only depends on China to buy our oil. China is not buying the oil. We depends on the oil price. The oil price is slashing down. Most of our products are imported. Our FX will go up. So with time, I know by time we come out of this, the economic will be tougher. It will be even more tougher than this, and that's when we'll start seeing the real impact of.
So would you suggest that the federal government of Nigeria should go the way of the US, which is right about now, opening up and asking those people to go back to their various businesses?
Well, no. I wouldn't advise the Nigerian government to do such now, because it's very critical now. This is a virus that comes and collapses virtually every health sector of the world. You've seen what is happening in Italy, you've seen what is happening in Spain, and we even see as out of the day, the United States of America has over 5,000 deaths. You see what is happening now. These are countries which I would say they have a better health system compared to Nigeria. Now, if we have such case, then you should be expecting millions of deaths on the streets of Nigeria. So, to me, sometimes it's better to be alive. It's our time, we will overcome it, but like I said, I wouldn't advise anybody, even the US that is asking people to go back to work. You could see there's a lot of people going against it. You can't just, this is something that fine, it's a common feel from some aspect, but it's killing. And you could, when you have 800 deaths in a day for country like Spain and Italy. So for country like Nigeria, we are third world country. We don't even have a good medical facility. In fact, we don't even produce any drug in Nigeria. Even these masks are imported. So not to talk of. So how do you think we want to face such harsh conditions? So I won't advise anybody to. I won't advise the government to tell anybody to go back to work. But what I would just advise is simple. The government should make provision. Nigerians are law-abiding people. Even when you push them to the wall, they still try to find other means. So you can tell them, okay, sit at home. But like I said, the government is not like, for example, we don't have electricity in this area for more than since on Monday. So I've been relying on my inverters and my solars. Come to think of it, maybe I'm just one out of maybe thousands in this area. So you could see how harsh the economy is. You ask people to sit at home, there's no electricity. So these are a list of the things the government should do, and the government is not, even if the government has invested in our own renewable energy, as in create a special grant from the central bank for anybody that is into renewable energy, I think the electricity would have been, even why I tell people is even the solar and inverter business is the future of the world, because if countries like US, Italy, China and the rest are investing massively on renewable energy, so why not Nigeria? So what I see is like you said, I won't advise the government to do that. It's a very, very dangerous thing to do right now.
Do you see the lockdown actually working the way it's been
yes, it should, but it won't. Like I said, and the factor why it won't is there. There's no electricity. There's no food for people to eat. There's no. There's no. You see, when you want to ask someone to, even your child, if you don't want your child to go out of your house, then you need to provide everything in it. That's a child. But not to talk of an adult. You need to feed your family. You need to feed. You need electricity. You need. Okay, let's assume water is not a basic amenities in Nigeria. You must always provide your water yourself. But electricity, and like I said, there's a lot of people that if they don't go out daily, they can't miss an end. So how do you want to provide? So the government should come up with a measure Not that you are telling us you've been sharing money to the the poorest family in Nigeria. So how do you know that? You are federal government. You are sitting in Abuja. You don't know what happens in Lagos. So you need to bring in the local government, the kings, the royal father. These people are the people that know the poorest people. So even if it is, you really don't even. You see, it's not as if Nigerian is that we are that greedy or something. A lot of people just need something to survive, and that's all. So the lockdown wouldn't work the way as they assume because there's no provision for what to make the lockdown work. So you need to, at least if there's electricity, people who can sit indoors and just sit and watch TV, but there's no electricity. What do you expect them to do? To go just so I really think on the part of the government, they are doing the right thing, but they need to step up. They need to really, really step up. Because if it goes like this for a week and people is not seeing any alternative, then there might be crisis. There might be anything. So I really don't pray for that. But I think the government needs to step up. Not just okay. For example, the governor of Lagos State announced that they can feed 200 thousands household. So the 200,000. Okay, the 200,000 household. I don't know if there's any impact. At least in this area, I haven't seen anybody that has gotten anything. So probably they assume everybody here is okay, but I can tell it's not everybody.